Hello. You probably have noticed that many light workers are being asked to share their stories. We're being told that there's something important we have to share about what we have experienced that will be uplifting to other people. And I have known this for a while, but I have also known that we have to be, to a large extent healed so that we can relate it without falling into that wah wah, poor me, victim mode, just kind of spilling out our trauma. And that's because that trauma can kind of bleed over and affect empathic people. So I have held off until I have done that significant amount of healing, which included shadow work. And when I felt like I got to that point, I started a podcast, which is going kind of slowly because, healing kind of comes in ripples. We heal a little, we go on, and then we realize we have a little more to heal. And I have found that trying to bring up some of this stuff that I'm supposed to share is challenging, and I have just taken the time to work through it before I do the next episode. But a lot of what has made me feel kind of reserved is my questioning of why my story would be important to share. Lots of people have bad stuff happen to them. We get through it. And then I watched a video on TikTok a couple days ago where the woman was channeling a message for a very specific group of people. And I knew immediately I was in that group of people, not just because of her intention that those people would come by, but what she was describing was very much something that resonated with me. And the punchline, I guess you could say, or the most important thing I took with me was how she described this need to share our stories because we would be relating that it took losing everything to discover who we really were. Well, I knew her message resonated with me, but I thought, well, is that really what happened? That sounds so dramatic. Well, damned if that isn't really the case. I had the brain surgeries. I lost my career. I didn't have income. And so I lost the house and I had to sell almost everything of value. So health, because I had to adjust to being disabled. Money, because I lost everything. Marriage, because I had to face what was the real situation. And then I had to have it come to me because of the rewiring of my brain. I assume that I had blocked the first 6 years with the memories slowly coming in, or psychic input on some of it through my claircognizance, because that was really the only way I would be able to deal with what was coming in, rather than seeing it, experiencing it, just having it come in as fact. And then when my twin flame came into my life, suddenly I had all these triggers and had to see how I had developed all these unhealthy ways of dealing with others in friendships, romantic relationships, probably work relationships too. I had to face all this dysfunction. So I have had so many things to heal. And of course, then if you're a twin flame, suddenly they're gone. So you have to face abandonment wounds and rejection wounds. I basically was losing myself in addition to everything else. Now, do you see me doing wah wah poor me stuff? No, because I have taken on the healing, which is so key. And that is, I guess, why I'm supposed to share my story, and also to share who I realize I am supposed to be. a healer that has been through all the darkness that people can experience. Really, when I think about what people experience, is there anything I've missed? So I have realized I am supposed to help people out of the darkness into the light, to empowerment. And now that I'm here and I realize this is part of what I'm supposed to do, Spirit has given me this beautiful, lovely twist on shadow work, which makes it gentler, easier for people to see that shadow work is not the scary shit that everyone says it is. I mean, it is built up so no one wants to deal with it. As I went through it, it was like, I don't get it. I mean, it's not pleasant. You cry, you have some trouble with dealing with some of the stuff that comes up, but it's not the horror story that it's built out to be. So I'm sharing that with you because we are being called to shine our lights brighter. And if you have been working and working and working, but you're afraid of your shadow work, I'd ask you to consider checking out this new thing that Spirit has given me. And it is called Child in the Shadows. If you are interested, there is a link on my website to the readings page, and you can just look for that session and see if maybe you are ready to dump that load of crap that you have been carrying around that makes you think that those things are not legitimate parts of you. Because if we deny parts of ourselves, we're just denying our validity as humans on this earth. We're denying our greatness. And I'm not saying I'm all healed. I'm just saying I've been through pretty much anything that anyone could go through. And I'm still standing. And I am not doing the wham wham poor me victim thing. If you want some help, book a session if you're ready. I mean, I don't encourage shadow work for anyone that hasn't done a significant part of their personal work, building up self-love, learning that they are worthy of doing this work. If you don't think that you're there, then please don't. But if you have been thinking, I think I'm there, I'm not sure, I don't want to do scary stuff, this little twist Spirit gave me makes it not quite so scary. It's something to consider. I just wanted to throw it out there. I am full of compassion, and I certainly get it.